trying to breathe through the weight of the night. Every prayer felt lost in the darkness. Every tear felt hidden from the light. I kept asking where you were in the middle of the pain, when my heart was barely beating and my soul could not explain. But you never left me, not for one moment, not for one second of the storm. When I thought I was abandoned, you were holding every part of me close. You never left me, even when I could not feel you, even when the night was long. You stayed beside me in the silence. You were there all along. There were nights I almost gave up, and nights I could not carry myself, trying to worship through the heartbreak, trying to find peace somewhere else. But your presence found me gently, like a whisper in the dark, and the weight upon my shoulders started falling from my heart. You never left me, not for one moment, not for one second of the storm. When I thought I was abandoned, you were holding every part of me close. Oh, you never left me, even when I could not feel you, even when the night was long. Oh, you stayed beside me in the silence. You were there all along. And I remember the peace that filled the room, the moment heaven touched my weakness and pulled me back to you. I was broken, but somehow you stayed through every fear, through every ache. And now every breath inside my lungs will sing about your grace. You never left me, not when my faith was weak, not when my soul was tired, and not when my hands stopped reaching. You stayed. You never left me, through every unanswered prayer, through every lonely night, through every hidden battle. You stayed, and now my heart remembers your love was always Every fear was filling up the room, trying to find a little peace inside me. But every road kept leading back to you. There were tears I never showed nobody, hidden prayers I barely spoke aloud. I was fighting battles in the darkness while smiling through the crowd. But you were there in the silence, closer than the air inside my lungs. When my faith felt weak and faded, you still called me your beloved one. You were there in the silence, holding every shattered piece of me. And when I thought nobody saw me, heaven was listening quietly. I remember sitting in the stillness, with my heart completely worn and tired, trying to understand the hurting, trying to survive another night. Then your presence filled the broken places, like a river washing over fear. And for the first time in forever, oh, peace began to reappear. You were there in the silence, closer than the air inside my lungs. When my faith felt weak and faded, you still called me your beloved one. You were there in the silence, holding every shattered piece of me. Oh, and when I thought nobody saw me, heaven was listening quietly. And I don't need a rushing wind now, I don't need a mountain moved, 'cause I have felt your quiet mercy in the smallest whispers from you. When the room was filled with sadness, when my soul could barely stand, you were writing hope around me with your gentle healing hands. You were there, you were there, through the anxious nights, through the hidden pain, through every silent question. You remained. You were there in the silence, staying when the lights grew dim. And every broken piece inside me started breathing Every day became another fight. There were nights I could not stop shaking. Thought the darkness would never end, and the weight inside my spirit made it hard to breathe again. Then your presence found me softly, like the sunrise after rain. And somewhere in the middle of the worship, I felt your peace again. I felt your peace again, falling gently over all my fears. I felt your peace again, washing through the pain I carry here. And suddenly my heart remembered what it feels like to be held. 'Cause the God I thought was distant was standing here as well. I felt your peace again. There were tears running down my face as the piano filled the room, and every voice around me singing pulled me closer back to you. I stopped trying to control the hurting, stopped pretending I was strong. And right there in my weakest moment, your love carried me along. I felt your peace again, right in the middle of the storm. I felt your peace again, holding every place that once felt torn, and all the fear that lived inside me started slowly losing ground. 'Cause heaven met me in the silence, and your mercy pulled me out. You stayed beside me. You never walked away, even when my faith was trembling, even when my soul felt numb. You were healing every broken place, one by one. And now I know you never needed perfect worship, you just wanted my heart. Even if my praise was only tears, you still called me loved. You still called me yours. I felt your peace again, breathing life into my chest. I felt your peace again, teaching my weary soul to rest. Now every scar never left my side for a day. I felt your peace again. I felt your peace again. Jesus, I felt your peace again. I was trying hard to keep breathing while the pain was pulling me apart. Every night felt colder than the last one. Every fear was living in my heart. There were moments I stopped praying, 'cause I did not know what to say. And the silence felt so heavy, like the light had gone away. But somewhere in the middle of the breaking, somewhere in the middle of the tears, your presence wrapped around my weakness and reminded me you are here. God held my heart when it was shattered into pieces. God held my heart when I was fighting just to breathe again. And even in the silence, even in the storm, your love stayed close enough to carry my soul through it all. Oh, God held my heart. Oh, there were nights I sat in worship with my head down and trembling hands, trying hard to trust your promise, trying hard to understand. And the piano filled the darkness, and peace slowly filled the room. Every voice around me singing pulled my soul back close to you. And suddenly I felt the healing, like a river through my chest. All the fear I had been carrying started finally finding rest. God held my heart through every anxious thought inside me. God held my heart when my strength was almost gone. And every hidden wound, every lonely prayer was safely resting in your hands. Oh, you stayed beside me. You never walked away. Even when my worship sounded broken, even when my faith was weak, you still listened to my silence. You still called me yours completely. And now I know you never needed perfect words. You only wanted was the God who stayed beside me, never turned his face away. God held my heart. God held my heart. Jesus, you held my heart. I was losing hope in the silence, trying hard to hold myself together. Every prayer felt weak and distant. Every night kept lasting forever. There were tears nobody noticed, hidden underneath my smile. And my soul grew tired of fighting, trying just to survive. But somewhere in the middle of the breaking, somewhere in the middle of the pain, your presence slowly filled the darkness, and my heart began to breathe again. Even in my lowest moment, you were standing next to me. Even in my weakest season, your love refused to leave. Oh, when my faith was barely breathing, when my strength was almost gone, you stayed close beside me and carried me through it all. Even in my lowest moment, there were nights I sat in worship, too exhausted just to sing. But the sound of heaven moving started healing everything. Oh, and the piano kept on playing like a whisper through my soul. Every voice around me singing made the broken pieces You still listened through the silence. You still stayed near. And now I know you never needed perfect faith. You only wanted all of me. So here I am with all my weakness, standing in your peace finally. Even in my lowest moment, you were writing something good. Every scar became a story. Every pain became understood. Now my heart can finally rest here, safe inside your endless grace. 'Cause the God who stayed beside me never walked away. Even in my lowest moment, you stayed, Jesus. You stayed. I pray the same prayer again tonight. Same tears, same room, same question in my mind. I thought by now I'd see a change, but I'm still standing in the same place. I brought you every fear I couldn't hide, every unanswered prayer I kept inside. I asked you when the waiting would be over, but you never promised I'd understand. I watched the door, I watched the sky, I counted every day that passed me by. And somewhere in the silence of the waiting, you were closer than I realized. I don't see it, I don't feel it, but I'm learning to believe it. You're still working when I can't see your hands. You're still moving when I don't understand. Even when the night feels longer, even when my faith feels weaker, I will trust you in the waiting. You're still working. You're still working. Oh God, you're still working. Oh, maybe the answer isn't late. Maybe you're preparing something greater than I can see. Maybe what I called a closed door was mercy keeping me from what would break me. You know the road I cannot see. You know the person I'm becoming. And if you ask me just to wait here, I'll wait because I know you haven't left me. Oh, I don't see it, I don't feel it, but I'm learning to believe it. You're still working when I can't see your hands. You're still moving and I don't understand. Even when the night feels longer, even when my faith feels weaker, I will trust you in the waiting. You're still working. Nothing changes, you haven't changed. When I feel feel forgotten. You know my name when the answer is silent. Your presence remains. You are not finished. You are not finished. You're working in the waiting. You're working in my heart. You're working in the places I don't know how to start. You're working in the broken. You're working in the pain. You're working through the silence. You're making all things new again. You're still working, even when I cannot see. You're still working. You're not finished with me. You're still working. You're still moving. You're still faithful, God. I will trust you. I will trust you. I will trust you, Lord. I don't need to see it to know you're there. I don't need the answer to know you care. You're still working. You're still working. I pray the same prayer again tonight. And this time I wasn't afraid to wait. I walked into the room exhausted, trying hard to hide the pain. Every battle in my spirit felt too heavy once again. There were tears I kept in secret. There were prayers I couldn't say, and the silence all around me made me feel so far away. And then the piano filled the darkness, softly moving through the room. Every voice around me singing made me feel so close to you. This worship restored me when my soul was running empty. This worship restored me when my heart was weak and heavy. You stepped into my deepest hurting. You filled the silence with your peace, and suddenly the fear inside me started slowly losing me. Oh, I remember tears falling softly, hands lifted toward the light. And now I know you never let me go. Oh, Jesus, you stay close to me. I can feel your spirit moving through every heart inside this place. Every broken soul is healing as we stand before your grace. There is freedom in the worship. There is peace inside your name. And every chain that once controlled us starts breaking in this place. You saw every hidden battle, every scar I tried to hide, and still your love kept pursuing through the darkest parts of life. Now hope is rising through the worship, and peace is filling every heart, because the God who never leaves us is healing every scar. This worship restored me when my strength was almost gone. Oh, this worship restored me and carried me through it all. Now my soul has found its healing. Now my heart can finally rest, because the God I thought was distant was holding me through every step. Jesus, you never walked away. Jesus, Jesus, your love still remains, even in my weakest moments. Even in my weakest moments, I walked into the room exhausted, trying hard to hide the pain. Every battle in my spirit felt too heavy once again. There were tears I kept in secret. There were prayers
I was drowning in my thoughts, trying hard to hold together. I was drowning in my thoughts, trying hard to hold together. Every fear inside my spirit only seemed to grow heavier.
There were nights I couldn't sleep, too much pain inside my chest, and the silence made me wonder if my soul would ever rest.
The piano filled the darkness, softly moving through the room.
Every voice around me singing made me feel so close to you.
He brought peace back
When my whole world felt divided,
He brought peace back
when my heart was weak and tired,
You stepped into my deepest hurt. You filled the silence with your grace. And suddenly the fear inside me started slowly fading away. Oh, I remember tears falling softly, hands lifted toward the light.
as the choir kept on singing.
Something changed in me that night.
Your presence moved across the room like healing flowing through the air.
And every burden I was carrying
Didn't feel impossible to bear.
Now the crowd is singing louder,
Hands lifted high without shame,
because the God who heals the broken
is moving when we praise His name.
He brought peace back
When anxiety surrounded me,
He brought peace back.
when darkness tried to bury me,
Your mercy was stronger than my fear.
Your voice was louder than every lie I hear.
And now I know
You never let me go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you stay
close to me.
I can feel your spirit moving through every heart inside this place. Every broken soul is healing as we stand before your grace.
There is freedom in the worship,
There is peace inside your name.
and every chain that once controlled us,
Starts breaking in this place.
You saw every hidden battle,
Every scar I tried to hide,
and still your love kept pursuing.
through the darkest parts of life.
Now hope is rising through the worship,
And peace is filling every heart,
because the God who never leaves us
is healing every scar. He brought peace back
when my strength was almost gone,
He brought peace back.
and carried me through it all.
Now my soul has found its healing,
Now my heart can finally rest,
because the God I thought was distant
was holding me through every step.
Jesus, you never walked away. Jesus,
Oh, your love still remains,
even in my weakest moments,
even in my deepest pain.
you brought peace into my soul and stayed through everything.
Oh, voices turned into silence. Nothing looked the same. I kept searching through the questions, wondering where hope had gone. Standing in the middle of the pieces, trying to stay strong. Every road felt so much longer, every night refused to end. I thought I had been forgotten by every single friend, but in the quiet, beyond my fear, your faithful whisper was always near. You never left me when everyone was gone. You never left me, you stayed through every storm. When my world fell apart, you held my heart. Your love remained the same. You never left me, Jesus. You never left me. I remember all the moments when my faith was growing weak. Every prayer became a heartbeat, only heaven heard me speak. Still your mercy kept on reaching, still your grace kept calling me. Even when I couldn't feel you, you were closer than my breathing. You were writing hope from ashes, making beauty from my pain. Everything I thought was ending, you were turning into grace. You never waited for me to be enough. You came with mercy when life was hard. You never left me when everyone was gone. You never left me, you stayed through every storm. When my world fell apart, you held my heart. Your love remained the same. You never left me, Jesus. You never left me. Faithful forever, closer than breath. Your love never changed. Now I look behind me and I finally understand. Every lonely step I walked was held inside your hands. The valleys never hid you, the darkness never won, because your faithful presence was there all along. Now my worship sounds different. Now my song has found new life. Every scar became a story of your never-ending light. You stayed when no one else remained. You stayed when my hope was fading, when my heart was breaking. was gone. You never left me, you stayed through every storm. When my world fell apart, you held my heart. Your love remained the same. You never left me, Jesus. You never left me forever. Felt the adder, oh, soft strings. Even in the silence, you were there, Jesus. You never left me.
I thought I was holding on, then I realized you were holding me. There were moments I felt empty, like my strength had disappeared. Still your faithful hands were steady, even through my deepest fears. Every tear that touched my pillow never fell outside your sight. Love was gently carrying me through the night. You were stronger than my weakness. You were faithful all along. You carried my heart through the night, held every fear until first light. When I had nothing left inside, Jesus, you carried my heart through the night. Looking back, I finally noticed you were working quietly. Every silent act of mercy was preparing hope in me. Now the darkness doesn't own me. Morning lives inside my soul, because the one who walks beside me won't let go. Carry me when I am weak, lead me where your mercy speaks. Every breath, every step, I belong to
There were nights I heard no answers, only silence filled the room. Every prayer felt like an echo, fading somewhere out of view. I kept wondering if you saw me, if my name was on your heart. But even in the deepest valley, you were never far. Every tear I tried to bury, every fear I couldn't speak, you were standing in the shadows, holding on to me. I couldn't see you, but you were moving. I couldn't hear you, but you were calling. Even in the silence, your love was speaking over me. You never walked away, you never left my side. Even when I lost my faith, you stayed through every night. When I couldn't see tomorrow, you became my light. You never walked away, Jesus. You never left my life. Looking back, I see your footprints everywhere. I thought I stood alone. Every broken road behind me led me closer to your throne. You were riding hope from ashes, turning sorrow into praise. Now the places where I questioned overflow with grace. Nothing ever took you by surprise, nothing slipped beyond your hands. Every chapter you were holding long before it began. You were faithful before I noticed. You
Everything around me changed. Dreams I held slipped through my hands. Every road I thought was certain led me somewhere I had never planned. Faces came and slowly faded. Promises were left behind. Still your voice was gently calling. Peace I could not seem to find. When the weight became too heavy, when the silence filled the air, I discovered in the darkness you had always been right there. When my heart was running empty, when I had no strength to stand, your unfailing love surrounded every moment where I am. Your love remained when seasons changed. Your love remained forever the same. When every door was closing, your arms were open wide. Your love remained all this time, Jesus. Your love remained. Looking back through every valley, I can see your faithful hand. Even where I felt abandoned, you were working out your plan. Every tear became a river, leading me back to your grace. Every scar became a story of the mercy I embrace. Now I know no fear can separate me, no darkness steals your light. The one who walked beside me then still holds me tonight. You were writing hope in silence, you were healing what was torn. Every page that looked like ending became where grace was born. Your love remained when seasons changed. Your love remained forever the same. When every door was closing, your arms were open wide. Your love remained all this time, Jesus. Your love remained. Oh, your mercy remains. Your promise remains. Forever you remain. Now my song is filled with freedom, not because my life is whole, but because the God who found me never once let go. Every mountain still before me, every valley